Companies have to stop terminating employees who come in and good-naturedly give their 2 weeks notice. Why in the world are you doing this? And if you're going to do this, companies, for security or whatever reason you can come up with, then pay them out their notice period. It is the right thing to do. So I get this DM all the time. Hey, Matt, I did the right thing. I went into my company, gave them 2 weeks notice, 4 weeks notice before I started my new job. Company listened to me, asked me some questions about why I was leaving, if I was going to go to a competitor, and then they called me back into the office an hour later and said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and accept your notice period effective immediately. There is no such thing, and this is somebody that has been a hiring manager for 23 years in HR. There is no such thing as accepting notice effective immediately, companies. If you let that person go before their notice period, that's the last day that they've actually quit, you are terminating them. There is liability there. So you can get rid of the liability by saying, hey, Bob, thank you so much for the 2 to 4 weeks notice that you gave me for this job. You know, we have some security concerns with anybody that goes out from here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the right thing. We're going to pay you that 2 or 4 week notice, whatever you're kind enough to give us. And we wish you the best going forward. We hope you understand it's just a security concern. Now, here's what I will tell you that most people don't stop to think about in this. This person didn't just leave today. They didn't just leave this week, this month. They've been thinking about leaving for 6 months to a year, if not more, depending on the golden handcuffs or whatever other situation they happen to be in. So if a person is thinking of leaving, then if they're going to do something, steal a client list or do something to the computers or anything else, they probably would have done it further back a ways when not everybody was looking at every single thing that they did. Wouldn't they have? Wouldn't that make sense to you? So if they're going to finish out their last 2 weeks and we're kind enough to give you a notice period, which they're not legally required to give you, then you saying, oh, there's a big security concern with us getting them out of there, most of the time that's bunk. But if you have a big security concern and you're worried about it, okay, I understand. Or if you're worried that they're going to toxify the environment by talking bad to other people, if you think they're that kind of person, okay, all right, I'll give you that as the employer. That's your right to be able to say that or think that. But then pay them out their notice period and do the right thing. Because the last thing that is fair is for somebody to come in and give you a 2 weeks notice or longer period. Last job I left, I gave them a 5 weeks notice. They were great about it. I was great the whole time. No problems whatsoever. Company really appreciated me doing that. So when you do this and give you 2 weeks notice, companies, the right thing to do is to say, we're going to pay you out that notice period. We completely understand. We have a security concern. We have a personnel concern, whatever it happens to be. Or you can just let them work their 2 weeks, do a good handover, good transition to the rest of the team, lay out all their tasks, their processes, everything else so that they can be successful going forward. It's not hard to do the right thing to do, companies. If an employee does the right thing, so should you.